We're live and we have a great show, but the opening credits, while the opening credits play, everybody, I want you all to atone for the horrible things in the last 2 weeks you said about Kate Middleton. How dare you start the show?
Wow. Dark.
Since 2020, we've done plenty of virtual comedy shows online, and though the virus is slowing, we'll keep going because we've still got lots of hydroxychloroquine and ivermectin.
Welcome to Virtual Comedy Show. It's a Zoom meeting with jokes. So please turn on your camera, turn on your mic, unless you have barking dogs or a rabid moose in your living room, in which case, please mute yourself for Pete's sake, and let's have some fun.
It's the Virtual Comedy Show, starring Steve Goodie and Brad Tassell. Tonight, Steve and Brad welcome comedian
Renard Hirsch.
plus funny songs from
Carla Does.
and a patty melt from Patti Vasquez, and much, much more. Now, please welcome Brad Tassell.
Hello, friends. How are you?
Okie dokie.
Everybody good? You look good. Hey.
Oh, good.
Hi, everybody, and Carla and everybody. I'm Brad. Hey, and I'm relatively clear, and my lighting's pretty good. And I wasn't supposed to be here. Brick Manley was going to do it because I spent the last day or so. Does anybody know where?
Vegas.
No.
Mongolia.
No. What does it say?
Sam.
Mississippi.
Manitoba.
Oh no, you disappeared.
I know. You're supposed to read the thing.
Oh,
Vegas.
We're all trying to drag this out.
Mississippi.
Vegas, which is Mississippi State in Starkville, Mississippi. The
Oh.
last 2 days, we're down there looking at the graduate school for the kid, and it was super fun. It was great. What's great about it is driving from here is you drive right through 1956. Fantastic. And then you get there and you're around 2008, I think is great. But they're very friendly, and it's a great college, and we hope she gets set to go. And I'm very excited for all that. So we bought all the accoutrements already. I use dead to us, and now we're ready. So all right. Well, I'm gonna skip all the stuff and I'm gonna read these off my hand. By the way, again, we have a beautiful night. We've got our star Steve Goodie, everybody, coming on to do the whole show and wearing a fancy shirt. I love that one.
Oh, yes.
And also Patti Vasquez, our little COVID. I hope she's better. Patti, are you better? And of course, if he figures out his Zoom, which wasn't on his phone, Renard Hirsch will be here.
Yay!
He sent me a message, said something about rain, which I didn't know would be a big deal when you're trying to Zoom, but that's okay. And of course, the person that we love most of all is Carla Does.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's probably sad she doesn't get to read the worst joke of the week. Are you sad?
I
read it to my husband earlier. He loved it.
You did? Well, then it's not the worst joke.
No.
Well, sadly, it is not. It's actually a pretty good joke, but I was in a rush today. But let's cleanse our palate with this bit of nonsense. Here we go. I have not read these out loud yet, so it's going to be really crappy. Here we go. Are you ready? Now this one, as of today, is not apropos anymore because now Donald Trump gets to find 175 million. So take this one about a day ago. Unless Donald Trump can pick the right 5 numbers on the Powerball to win 977 million, he's going to miss his date to secure a $500 million bond to stop Letitia James from starting to seize Trump's assets. And they may, even at the 175, at some point seize his assets. Do you know the first thing that James will go after is a Trump golf course, which leads to another problem for New York in valuing assets. What is today's value for ex-wife bones?
Wow.
That's it.
Started dark and got darker.
What are you guys crazy? All right, here you go. Hey, the Department of Justice and a dozen states are suing Apple. You all knew that. A huge lawsuit over anti-competitive tactics that they use to keep market share. If the lawsuit against Apple by the Department of Justice is successful, the members of the Department of Justice will all be using pagers. Apple's going to yank their phones. That's right. Oh, wow. Did you see this? In recall news, 444,000 Starbucks holiday mugs are being recalled for burn and cut risks, but also because they've been found not to be serving Satan enough. They're low on the Satan serving scale. All right. I got the papers to play with this week. So okay. This one, I've never done this before. It's on 2 pages. So I'm gonna have to turn a page in the middle. Everybody follows the NCAA tournament, right?
Oh, yes.
How's the brackets going?
The over-under is not looking good.
Yeah, the over and out is looking better. The number 14, this was good in our house. The number 14 Oakland Golden Grizzlies basketball team stunned number 3 UK to advance to the second round of the NCAA men's tournament for the first time in history.
Wow.
Ooh.
UK now worries about their future and maybe someday losing to the Poughkeepsie Fuchsia Ferrets. When you don't read them ahead of time, you don't say Poughkeepsie correctly. So, hey, this one, science, we love the science. A newly identified fossil of a frog is being named after Kermit the Frog. Wow. Oh, see, Janice knew that. You know why it's being named Kermit? It's being named Kermit because the fossil was found stuck to the fossil of a pig. Hi-ho. Y'all understood that one anyway. That's nice.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Oh, you know what? The most exciting thing of my week. The long-awaited Beetlejuice sequel will open in September with much of the original cast. Isn't that great?
Cool.
I saw the trailer today and I cried. I almost cried. The premise is essentially the same. When you say Beetlejuice 3 times, he appears, which is just the opposite of what happens in New York City when you say Trump 3 times and your assets disappear. So
Yes.
and the ex-wife bones.
But it's not impossible. And WrestleMania, I'm not going to take it that far.
Okay. Hey, whoever's yelling.
That's my brother. That's my just mute Steve.
All right.
Somebody's in his room talking. So did you mute him? Nope.
Zoom user? Yeah.
No, owner 2.
Oh, damn it. Okay, Zoom user. Who cares? Go on.
Don't get a chance. There you go. All right. And now, no one wanted this joke, but here it is. French President Emmanuel Macron, or better known as Emmanuel Macron, 46, put on the gloves. Did you see this? Put on the gloves and knocked around the old heavy bag to show off his boxing skills for reporters. The paparazzi then turned to his wife, 70-year-old Brigitte, who said, "The first one of you who mentions me in this article dies." She then reiterated she only weighs 115 pounds. Not the old bag. Okay, there you go. Oh, God. All right, I'm going to stretch this out as long as
I like that my role as Ed McMahon is getting bigger and bigger.
Renard, Zoom is not downloading for some reason. Well, Carla, get ready for an extra long set. Prepare yourself. It's your Tim Kavanaugh day.
Hey, Carla, we could do the thing where we trade songs for like a week.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. It's going to be a double trade. Get a polka in there. Uh-oh, Steve's getting the accordion out.
Accordion's right over there. Batteries are
Accordion
charged
is
up.
coming out. Oh,
Here we
God.
go.
Social media company Reddit. Y'all follow the Reddit? They're going public after more than 10 years. Oh, by the way, they will offer shares to their base users. So it's good news for middle-aged loser dudes in their mom's basement. They'll be posting without their pants and they'll get $34. It'll be fantastic. Okay. Oh, this one, my favorite thing of the week. The FBI is calling a group of kid bank robbers in Texas the Little Rascals after the 3 boys ages 11, 12, and 14 robbed a Wells Fargo bank.
Wow.
Wow. They were apprehended after their parents saw security footage of the youths and turned them in. That is cold-blooded, Mom. Wow. Authorities have no idea how much the boys stole or where the money went. When asked for an interview, the parents were unable to speak because they were relaxing in their brand new Whirlpool spa. Now, the parents did say those boys are going to get a good talking to when they get home from juvenile detention, but asked them to stop by Chase Bank on their way home too. So Mama likes a sauna. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, a new study. We got a new study, by the way. Wait, I'm trying to see if how many I got left? You're all excited to know there's only 2 left. A new study shows that Republicans who get their news from non-conservative mainstream media are less likely to support Trump. Less likely.
Shocking.
And those that do get their news from conservative, offshoot, crazy media are more likely to think the Illuminati lizards are throwing plane doors at the living JFK Jr. and he's hiding Biden in the cellar. That's what they're going to believe. All right, one more, and then we're never going to see Renard. I think, again, be ready.
I'm writing a song called Where's Renard? It's
Where's
7 minutes
Renard?
long.
As soon as you do the top 10 and all that, I'll go out and try to figure him out.
Okay.
Vladimir Putin, last one. And this is still going on. It's crazy. Vladimir Putin said that the ISIS Islamic State terrorists who attacked a theater in Moscow were captured as they were trying to escape to Ukraine. Yes, that's where they were going. Ukraine, a country run by a Jewish president. Yes, because nobody gets along better than the Islamic State and the Jews. I think they're such good friends for so many years. And wait, wasn't Zelensky a Nazi a while ago from Putin? Wasn't that? Yes, I know. By the way, next up, Putin will tell us how tasty clam chowder popsicles are. It'll be fantastic. Okay.
Yeah, enough.
Oh my God.
Hi, everybody. It's Brad Tassell. It's Brad Tassell.
See, clam chowder popsicles don't go together. They're gross.
Right.
We figured it.
Right, you are. They are gross. I just wasn't aware that it was a punchline, but that was great.
You know, you're in trouble when no one's aware there's a punchline.
Go back to that comedy 101.
I spent so much time figuring out the worst 2 things together that you would never eat. Anybody
And
here?
time well spent.
A clam chowder popsicle?
I don't know. To me, sounds kind of good. All right, that was Brad Tassell. I'm going to do top 10. Here we go.
Your thing.
Once again, Brad has beaten me to the punch. This is the risk I run. When I let Brad be the first guy and then I'm the second guy, he will probably cover things that I was going to cover. And yes, as he said, the amount that the ex-president has to raise has been reduced from $640 million to $175 million. But still, let's pretend that didn't happen yet and go with our top 10 category. Top 10 ways to raise $640 million in a hurry. I would think this would apply to any amount over, say, $50. So, top 10 ways to raise $640 million in a hurry. Number 10, print up another $32 million $20 bills. That seems simple enough. Number 9, sell Eric for parts. Number 8, open a car wash that's a front for a meth empire. You can also store stolen documents in the John. We're killing 2 birds and solving 2 stupid problems at once. Number 7, put Melania back to work.
Oh.
Number 6, sell Ukrainian secrets to Israel and Israeli secrets to Ukraine. I'm fairly sure he already did that. Number 5, sell KFC secrets to Popeyes and Popeyes secrets to Pizza Hut and Pizza Hut secrets to Franzia and Franzia's secrets to Rudy Giuliani and Rudy Giuliani's secrets to Sacha Baron Cohen. That was a lot. Top 10 ways to raise $640 million in a hurry. Number 4, have a bake sale. Try not to eat everything. Forgot to bleep myself. Number 3, raise the price of your stupid golden sneakers to $640 million a pair. Then you only have to sell 1 pair.
That's true.
These are all true. Number 2, open a chain of houseware stores. Bed, Bath, and BS. And my light fell over. And the number 1 way to raise $640 million in a hurry. Pose for the Proud Boys calendar. The geezers who will immediately get shivved in the joint holiday edition.
Yay!
I guess that doesn't count for Playgirl.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure.
What's Francia?
Kind of wine, buddy. And Rudy
So-
Giuliani likes his wine.
I'm a non-drinker.
Mhm.
Franzia comes in a box. That's why it's funny.
Okay.
This is welcome to episode 202, the episode where we explain all the jokes.
Yes.
I didn't know it either.
From clam chowder popsicle to Franzia in a box.
Ooh, that'd go good
Nice.
together.
They would.
Clam chowder popsicle.
That's right. What did I say?
No, you said that, and then you said
Okay.
Francia.
All right, good.
I thought
All
you said
right.
clam
God, I
chowder
hope this gets
popsicle.
better.
Bring
I bet Patty's going to make everything better. Have you found Patty?
Patty, are you here? Her
I got
camera's
her.
on.
There she is.
There she
Hey,
is.
everybody, it's Patti Vasquez.
And she's blurry. Okay, that's fantastic. We're really.
It's okay. Her blurry is way more lovely than either of us will ever be.
That's true.
Is it blurry? Why is
Yeah,
it
little
blurry?
bit.
you're blurry.
I don't know.
Hold on, let me see. Maybe my lens is dirty. Go ahead and play the thing. I'll
I'll
do
play
that.
the thing. Here we go.
It's time for a Patty Melt with Patti Vasquez, Patti Vasquez. From global conflicts to greenhouse gases, the folks refusing to wear masks says, and politicians getting caught grabbing asses says, she's melting down. It's a Patti Vasquez, Patty Melt.
You may or may not be blurry.
Whoa.
Much better.
Oh no, totally clear. And all of a sudden, I'm back in. How'd that
I
happen?
don't know why that happened. Oh, you're very clear now. Hello.
Yes.
This is my face. It looks like like usually like when it looks like this when I'm in my car, but I'm actually in my bedroom and I'm just tired of trying to clean it up behind me. So I'm just gonna be my floating head. I was gonna be in the basement, and that's not any better. But hi everybody, happy Monday. Yeah, you covered all the things, all the stuff, and I never jumped on the where is Kate gate. Oh, can I tell you why? Because there was a dog that went missing in Atlanta, Georgia. This journalist had been traveling to Toronto. She left her dog with a sitter, and the dog got into the weed gummies.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Eight ocho weed gummies. And so they took her to the vet, and the vet, like one of the receptionists, they took the dog out for a walk without a leash. They didn't leash the dog, so it ran away. A truck almost hit it. The guy gets I mean, there were so many things that happened with this dog. I didn't care about Kate Gate. That's all I'm saying. You know, Hazel is back home. All is good and still high as a kite, eating everything.
Oh my goodness.
So that I there's so many stories. I don't know what to latch on to. And I know that now, do we have Renard or no? Renard, how do you say it?
We don't.
We don't.
Okay.
We don't.
And I will I'll prattle on for a few extra minutes then. Hi everybody.
All right.
Yay.
So here's why. I don't do a lot of my stage material. I decided when you guys invited me, like we would just do a rant, and I tried writing it down, and I found myself reading it, like you said, notes on your hand and stuff. And I thought, you know what, I'll just do what's on my mind. I started out doing stand-up comedy like this, and I kind of feel bad that I don't prep more. But by the time we get to the show, I'm mad about something else or happy about something else. What do I talk about? Because look, I'm not jumping on the TikTok bandwagon of I have ADHD. Only I'm pretty sure. Here's how I know. I think you already like just watching me. Do we have anybody out there's like, no, don't you have to tell us. We already knew that. I was making dinner, as we often talk about this, because I work during the day and I have a radio show, and then I do this, and somewhere I've got to feed the family, and I don't want to order out. I'm so tired of ordering out. I ordered out all the time during the pandemic. I ate local, and I put on 30 pounds because local fries the crap out of everything. So I was trying to make this chicken. It's one of these things where I assume I have all the ingredients, only it's brown sugar. I thought I had doesn't everyone just have a brick of brown sugar somewhere in their cupboards? Every time you use brown sugar, you're like, oh my God, how do I make this off? How do I break it off? No, I'm the only one. I don't hear anyone laughing. So that means no one has a brown sugar. That's fine.
Hey.
None of you like have that big old like chunk, do I microwave this? I put water on it. So I assumed, and what happens when you assume? You're wrong. So I thought I had brown sugar, and I started this entire recipe with the assumption that I had brown sugar, and I did not. So I'm like, what are the substitutions? Molasses. Well, molasses. Who has molasses? Anybody have molasses? Okay, I have two. I have 2 jars of molasses. Apparently, I bought one and thought, surely I don't have molasses at home. But you know what I don't have? I don't have brown sugar. This is where the whole problem happens. So I get everything together. I have to search for like, well, what do I do with molasses? Do I want the whole thing? What I'm saying is I was beating my chicken because it says in the recipe, pound your chicken until it's thinner. And then I broke the board I was using pounding it. I'm not sure if it was just like a whole day of like, what do you mean they can't we got $500 million. So, and he's like, I got that on my couch, jerk. Okay, so in the meantime, while I'm pounding my chicken, I had already started the sweet potatoes. So the sweet potatoes had been baking for 20 minutes because the chicken only needs 20 minutes, but the potatoes need 40 minutes. So I'm like, all right, I'll cut it in half. Only by that time, oh my God, I just realized because I was using the molasses, I also had massaged that in. So I pounded my chicken and then I massaged my chicken. This chicken is a very happy chicken, is all I'm saying. It's going to be juicy. So there it is. That was wrong. Is that going to get us banned from YouTube? I apologize.
So banned.
So I get all that. So the 20 minutes in with the sweet potatoes that need another 20 minutes. I'm late with the chicken. The show was starting and it was like 8:57. I'm like, well, I can't put it in because it won't be done in time. And then Renard has rain or something. And what I'm saying is I have raw chicken that's been pounded and massaged sitting in my half-baked potatoes, raw chicken. ADHD. We all just, that's what I have. So, here's the thing. The point being that I was at the grocery store today looking for chicken that needed to be pounded and massaged. And I was with Declan, and Declan has a walker, and I usually don't do all the material about like what happens in the day to day. I've done that enough on stage, and I figure I want to do new stuff for you guys. But here's the thing: one of the most beautiful things about having a child like Declan is that he enchants people everywhere we go. But he also shows me how many more assholes there are in the world than I ever even imagined at work. You have like your list. There's the idiot in front of you at the post office who's never been there. Doesn't know how much. What's a forever stamp cost? It costs forever. That's what it costs. Just have those people like the people driving slow in front of us in traffic who apparently have to read every sign. It says yield, but go also. Okay, so anyway, when you have a child with disability, you have people have questions, and you try to be patient. Like one time, I remember I was on the playground with Declan. And this woman came over, and I'm not going to do her accent because I used to, and now we don't do that anymore, and that's appropriate. But also, I do my mom's voice, I do my dad's voice. That's probably the most I can do. But she had a different accent, and I was trying to be really patient because look, when people ask questions, if you're going to ask a question, say hi, my name is, or your son is beautiful. Like that's how you start a conversation. Not coming up to me with an accent I'm not going to do. But this woman came up to, she goes, "What's wrong with him?" And in my mind, I wanted to say he's missing part of his brain. How about yourself? But here's the thing: when I figure maybe this is an educational moment. Maybe this is a training session for me on how to deal with the public. But I thought, okay, she asked a question. She wasn't polite about it, but I'm going to try this anyway. Maybe along the way, maybe she didn't know. She didn't intend to be that way. So I explained to her that he's missing part of his brain, and it causes him to have a lot of physical delays, developmentally, intellectually. And this is when he was little. He was like 3 years old. And then here's the thing. I said, kind of like autism. And she said, "What's autism?"
No. No.
The part about having an accent. So then I was like, well, maybe she's from another country. Maybe it's not Rain Man. I don't know.
Yeah.
So now I have to explain what autism is, and I'm like, well, it's it's difficult to communicate socially and interact with people. A little bit like right now, it might be awkward, but it's more of a medical issue. Everyone's different, has a different It looks different for everybody, and she realized she wasn't gonna. I mean, here's how I knew she didn't understand me, and because she goes, does he understand anything that you say? And this is what
Oh, God.
Terrible.
I said, do you understand anything I'm saying? And then I walked in. And I deal with a lot of people when it comes to like people staring and saying things like I have a stroller, and this is one of the things I tell on stage all the time is that we had a stroller. Like there are strollers that for kids who don't have a lot of like muscle tone. That's part of his disability. So they're a little more sturdy. They have a little more support. But as he got older, we transitioned into a wheelchair. He when he was able to walk, we just wanted to make sure he was safe. And also he ain't that fast when he walks. I'm gonna be honest with you, this kid does not keep up. I'm just kidding. Anyway, so to be able to maneuver through crowds, we have a wheelchair, and now we obviously use that more because he can't walk anymore. But anyway, but the problem with these wheelchairs that we have is that they look like strollers. And I'm not gonna that'll be a rant for another day because why they won't. I spent 40 minutes at Heathrow Airport trying to explain to them it was a wheelchair, and they would not classify it as a wheelchair. And there is a difference. Anyway, not the point. So I have this wheelchair that looks like a stroller, and this woman, and it still does. He's 18 years old. It looks like a stroller. Yeah. But when he was 7, this woman came up to me, and I've been this mom. I've been the mom who sees a kid with a binky in their mouth, and you want to, like, in your mind, you think, she doesn't want to hear him talk. She just wants to stick something in his mouth for his You think those things, you don't say them, right? So I was at the crosswalk, and we were with the stroller, and what everyone thinks is a stroller. And this woman looks at me and she couldn't take it. She goes, "How old is your son? He's still in a stroller. You should really let him run around. How come your son's still in a stroller? It's such a big boy to let him in a stroller." And I was like, "What are you talking about? That's my husband." And and a lot of people might be mad at me if I say that that's my husband because they're like, "Well, she was just asking why you're being so mean about it." I'm like, that's 30 seconds of her being mad. It's my every week of someone saying something stupid. Which brings us to today. He's 18 years old. And here's the thing, like maybe she was coming from a good place. Maybe it sounded good in her head. But Declan has a walker now, like a big walker, and we sometimes move a little slowly. He can't put his left foot all the way down. And we were in the automatic doors at the grocery store, and I was trying to make room for this woman to go around us. And she said, "No, that's okay. I'd rather be me than him."
Whoa.
Wow. Did you say I wouldn't?
I know. I was like, "Lady, you are so lucky that I need to go pound some chicken." Thank you, everybody.
Oh my God. Okay,
Wow.
Steve, add yourself.
The ineffable Patti Vasquez. Hey, I'm thinking we should have a new segment coming up soon. We'll call it "Guess the Accent That Patty's Not Doing."
Yes.
Because I have a few. Wait. Hold on. I've prepared a little bit for this. She said, "What's wrong with him?" in an accent that we don't know. So I'm going to take. You tell me which of these is closest. What's wrong with him?
Yeah.
Or what's wrong with him? Or what's wrong with him? Is it one of those?
What is wrong with him? What is it? What is going on now? What is this one?
No,
that's not bad.
No, but I will say that Eastern Europeans stare the hardest. Sorry, everybody. Just want to tell you that right now.
What is going on with that right there? What is it? Yeah, no, it's terrible. Terrible. So my quick story is a friend of mine who's almost been on the show, but we can never figure out how the internet works when he's here is Ryan Joyce. He's a magician and he's also a hypnotist. So we're on the ship a couple weeks ago and he does a hypnotism show and we're before the show backstage and all the dancers and everybody. And he says, "Yeah, I close with this bit where they can only tell this story in Chinese." And I said, "Maybe it's time to not do that." And he goes, no, the way I do it is cute. I said, "The way you do it is cute, but not the way they do it." And he goes, "Oh, no, you'll see." Yeah, I saw. You get to the end of the show, he picks the biggest Trumpy woman in the world who does the offensive accent she's going to do. And they come off and all the dancers watch the show and they're all in they're young kids. They're in their 20s. So they're horrified. and I'm like, did you see? And he goes, well, I don't know if it was that bad. Next day, we're having lunch. Girl walks up and goes, hey, that was a great show last night. I'm half Chinese, and I really, really didn't appreciate the Chinese. And he was at first, he was like, yeah, but I'm gay. I was like,
oh no,
matter.
no.
He goes, I take heat. I said, well, so that doesn't count. You don't get to say mine is bad, so I get to do this.
No. I get to make fun of the Eskimos because I'm a hemophiliac. Everybody knows that.
It doesn't. Well, but his thing is his heart was in the right place, but he was, and then he turned around and he said, you know what? That's right. I should never. And I told him, just make it Klingon or something. Just you can do Klingon still.
For now.
Yeah.
There's a comedian who does a lot of voices. He actually had the first HBO special, I think. Jiffy Jeff, and you know what I'm talking about? Bob Nelson.
Oh yeah. No.
Oh, I saw him on stage one night because he does a lot of different voices and accents. A lot of black voice is what he used to do a lot for the member of the All-Star football team.
Yeah, he still does it.
Yeah, and he went on the longest rant on stage, angry about how I can't do these voices anymore. Apparently, it was so uncomfortable.
How long ago was this?
That was over a decade ago.
Okay,
Vernon Hills was still open. That was had to be 2009.
So I worked with him in Atlantic City the year before the pandemic. And I had never gotten along with him. He was always super fake religious. He was always mad.
He asked me to pray with him.
Yes. I see him backstage. He walks up and he goes, Brad, tell you something. What? He goes, I'm totally sorry that I was that way all those years. He goes, I still, believe in Jesus, but I'm not pushing it. And I want you to notice my show tonight. And I said, okay. And he and Jimmy Walker had been working together and had been talking a lot. He goes on stage. He does the same stuff, but before every bit, he goes, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to apologize. I hope this bit comes across in the way that I like, but so he apologized before each bit and then did the bit. And I hate to say it did well. People didn't, even the people that were, even the African-Americans, everybody kind of gave him a pass because he was so sweet about it. And then he was actually sweet on stage when he had been horrible to me, just mean and hateful. And he just said, I don't do that anymore. He goes, I've learned that my thing isn't everybody's thing. And but I don't have any other material. I don't have it.
That's the crux of it. There you go. Now we're there. Hey, you know when I'm feeling mean and hateful, you know what I do? I call up Carla Ulbrich.
Carla Ulbrich, yay!
Nobody makes you feel less mean and hateful than Carla Ulbrich. By the way, thank you, Patty. That was wonderful.
I wasn't sure where that was going.
It's going to New Jersey. All right. We're going to do
wait, before you do that.
Yeah.
Renard is now calling customer service for Goodie. Should I just let him go?
I'm sorry, we've run over, Renard. We'll have you on next time.
Yeah, well,
we just run a little long.
I didn't say he was watching the show. I just
I know. All right, we're gonna do this thing. Carla, you'll do a song, then I'll answer it. Then you, maybe I'll answer that. Maybe we'll go on for a while. Who knows? Here we go.
It's our musical guest. Our musical guest. Gonna sing something funny and then Steve will play something in between. Our musical guest. Our musical guest. It's time for our musical guest.
Carla Ulbrich, who's neither hateful nor mad, but is in New Jersey.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd just like to apologize for this song in advance.
And the accents in it.
I'd like to apologize for this song in advance. Don't mean to offend anybody, especially if you don't imbibe of the alcohol. This song was inspired by Bill Larkin. It's something he said. He's a friend of the show, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and it's something he said. I watch his Twitch stream whenever he's on, and I'm free. And there was something he said that Sounded like a song, so I turned it into one. Wait, wrong cheat sheet. I've had a lot of beverages and some of them were stout. I shuffled through the liquor store and hey, what's this about? I went to buy my favorite drink, but dang it, they were out. The clerk behind a counter had a newer drink to tout. Super nasty apple flavored alcoholic cider. For those who aren't especially particular imbibers, it's not quite exclusive or reserved for just insiders. Super nasty apple flavored alcoholic cider. Guzzle, 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 ugh.
Gotta watch out how you say that.
It's not the drink of choice for most aristocrats or wise men, and if you served it to them, you would sure disenfranchise them. But it'll get you tipsy, so take that under advisement. When they said super nasty, it was truth and advertisement. Super nasty apple flavored alcoholic cider. Could this drink be right for you? Don't ask your health provider. The villain on the train tracks got so drunk that he untied her. Super nasty apple flavored alcoholic cider. Guzzle, 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 guzzle. Guzzle, 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 guzzle. So if you're at the corner store and they don't have your drink, they try to sell you some of this stuff, please just stop and think. Its taste is gross, you'll get real drunk, and then your breath will stink. Just drink a Coke or drink a Sprite or just drink some ink. Super nasty apple flavored alcoholic cider. You'll be yelling, yeehaw, riding shotgun with John Schneider. Or get arrested in a store just like Winona Ryder. Super nasty apple flavored alcoholic cider. Super nasty apple flavored alcoholic cider.
Yay.
Yay! Okay, songs about beverages, particularly when you can't get the one you want. That was sort of what I'm getting from that. All right. I want a chocolate shake, but the drive-thru makes me wait. These people in my way, they're ruining my day. I finally order up my shake, and I drive around to pay. But the lady says no way, there's no ice cream today. That machine is oozing, but the stupid thing's refusing to make the milkshake that I'm choosing. No chocolate, no way, and damn it, this happens every night. Cause I just wanna shake, 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 but the milkshake machine always breaks, breaks, breaks. How come McDonald's advertises milkshakes when the shakes are off, shakes are off? I want nothing to eat. Don't want your mystery meat. Those nuggets ain't for me. Damn it, Mickey D. I just wanted some dessert. Why you acting so butthurt? No, I don't want yogurt. I'd rather have a cup of dirt or apple cider. That machine is oozing. My business you'll be losing if you don't get the thing with I forgot the right. Call tech support, get the stupid thing working right. Clap, clap, clap. Cause I just wanna shake, 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 shake. Couldn't be that tough for God's sake, sake, sake. How come McDonald's advertises milkshakes when the shakes are off, shakes are off?
Yay!
Nice.
Do we go around 2 more times? What do you think, Carla?
Whatever. Let's just go around.
Let's just keep going until they throw us off the air.
Yeah,
Go
something
ahead.
like that. All right. Here's something we probably haven't done before. I'm going to parody the same song.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Dog, what did you do? It's all over my shoe. A big old number 2. And this is nothing new. I always find a heap in my shoes or in bare feet. We talk dog psychiatry. She behaves until they leave. I just use a toothbrush, a clearly marked old toothbrush. I don't want to confuse it with the one for my teeth because that wouldn't be alright.
Clap,
I
clap,
can throw
clap.
my shoes away, way, 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 way. No, not every single day. Looks like I'm just gonna scrape. Scrape it off. 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 Hey. Just think when you've been getting down and out about the liars and the dirty cheats of this world, you could have been stepping in a pile of dog crap. I told Joe this behavior's got to go. He's like, oh my God. Why don't you just scrape it? But he didn't take it well when he stepped it in himself. He said, do me a favor, baby. Could you scrape? Scrape it off. 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 Scrape it off.
Yeah. Now, Steve, you have to do the same song again, but a different parody.
I've learned so much from my dog. Yes, I have. He lives the most contented life, sleeping and humping and sleeping, and I've always tried to magnify his joy and never spoil it. I'm learning from the master, who's drinking happily from the toilet. My dog never multitasks when he's licking his ass. He's licking his ass. He's not on the phone making tea, checking email while watching TV and working Craigslist simultaneously. No, when my dog licks his ass, he just licks his ass. And that's all. Good dog. I think I'll stop there.
Ooh. You know, we've covered the time already. We're good.
Oh, that's one more from Carla.
One more from Carla.
Okay. All right. Well, since we're talking about social media a little bit, right? Multitasking, social media. If you had some grammar, I'd read up on your ramblings. I might even leave a comment. But this I can't stand. It's a post without commas. It's a post without reason. It's a post I think not even your brothers and your sisters, no one can understand. If you could just spell and use some punctuation and turn off your caps lock key, then that would be grand. But it's a post without commas. It's a post without reason. It's a post I think not even your brothers and your sisters, no one can understand. You may not be wrong. You may even have a point here. You may have even done some research. But on the other hand, it's a post without commas. It's a post without reason. It's a post I think not even your brothers and your sisters, no one can understand. I probably should have changed that course a little bit to make it more interesting, but I didn't. So there you go. Well, here comes the end. Well, you finally got some grammar, and you learned how to spell, and you're using punctuation, and we can understand. It's a post that's racist, that's misogynist. It's a post that we'd all be better if we had not seen it, and it should be banned.
Bringing us full circle! Man, wasn't that great, Bob? Yes, it was.
Felt like extra songs.
Extra songs. That's what you get around here.
Fantastic.
Carla, where will you be performing live or on the internet that we can find you?
I'm going to be in Doylestown, Pennsylvania this Friday at Comedy Cabaret. Yeah.
Ooh, say hi to Andy. Does he ever show up?
Yeah, he's there every time I'm there, yeah.
Oh, he's there every time? I haven't talked to
Yeah, it's
that guy.
Renard that doesn't show up.
It was Renard that they can't make. He didn't call customer service. So Andy, I don't know if you know that back in the 80s, I used to work twice a month sometimes. Comedy cabarets. Loved it.
Yeah, he only has one location now. He used to have
he had like 8 or 9. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I stopped working for him when the money got cut in half and he only had 2 weeks. I was like, okay, well, driving to Philly just isn't worth it anymore. But it's a beautiful, beautiful clubs.
Yeah, he's first class. He does a really good job putting a show
I like your hair
together.
straight too.
My hair or Andy's?
Your hair.
Thank you. Oh, okay.
Andy's hair looks good sticking up. I like yours straight.
Thanks. So what? This is my hair is naturally straight. I go to great effort to curl it, and it looks better straight. So
That's right. And I like the TikToks where you're two different people. I like the
oh, thank you, my alter ego.
your alter ego asking about the word of the day. And what is the word of the day, by the way?
The word of the day was bedazen.
Ooh, what does that mean?
It means to dress in a gaudy manner.
Oh.
It's a pretty fun video because my alter ego was putting on gaudy outfits.
Oh, your husband said Suzette. What does that mean?
That's my alter ego's name. Her name is
Oh, your alter ego's name was Suzette in that wig. So, okay.
And what is Joe's alter ego name? We need to put this together.
Joey Vowels.
Okay.
And how does that
Everybody
play
painting a
out late
picture?
in the evening?
Oh, well, I don't want to get y'all banned, so.
Okay, that's true. Well, Steve just sang a song about a dog licking its butt, so I think.
Yeah, so I guess that
half
ship
banned
has
anyway.
sailed.
All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you, Carla.
Thank
You
you.
always
Thanks for
lend
having
a,
me.
you lend a touch of class yet talent to this show.
That's right. Yes. You lend all
appreciate
the
it.
you lend all the class and all the talent to this show.
Yeah, you lend it. If only we could purchase it.
So are you going to do another song now that you've
Yeah, I think we got to do it. We have to. We can't break all the rules tonight. So let's do this.
Out another dumb song from Steve for no reason.
And that's right. Brad called it. That's right.
Yeah, accordion. Come on, everybody. Get excited.
First of all, since Carla's here, her favorite band. Sorry. See, I get all excited. You do this, and then I can't play. All right. This is my chance to practice and to try and dazzle. Here we go. A year ago, I couldn't do this at all.
That's right. That's true.
There's antimony, arsenic, aluminum, selenium, and hydrogen, and oxygen, and nitrogen, and rhenium, and nickel, neodymium, neptunium, germanium, iron, americium, ruthenium, uranium, europium, zirconium, lutetium, vanadium, lanthanum, and osmium, and astatine, and radium, and gold, and titanium, and indium, and gallium, and iodine, and thorium, and thulium, and thallium. There's yttrium, terbium, actinium, rubinium, and boron, gadolinium, niobium, iridium, strontium, and silicon, and silver, and samarium, bismuth, bromine, lithium, beryllium, and barium. Isn't that interesting?
Yes, but it's for a reason.
I know what you're thinking. Faster.
Yes, faster.
There's holmium and helium and hafnium and erbium and phosphorus and francium and fluorine and terbium and manganese and mercury, molybdenum and magnesium, dysprosium and scandium and cerium and cesium and lead, ruthenium and platinum, plutonium, palladium, promethium, potassium, polonium, tantalum, magnesium, titanium, tellurium, and cadmium and calcium and chromium and curium. There's sulfur, californium, and fermium, and berkelium, and also mendelevium, einsteinium, nobelium, argon, krypton, neon, radon, xenon, zinc, and rhodium, chlorine, carbon, cobalt, copper, tungsten, tin, and sodium. These are the only ones of which the news had come to Harvard in 1958 when he wrote this. Turns out there's many others, but they hadn't been discovered.
Yay! Who wrote that?
I think we've wasted enough time.
Tom Lehrer.
Tom Lehrer.
Brad.
Why hasn't Tom Lehrer been on this show?
Why hasn't
like
Tom Lehrer been
100
on this
years
show? Jeff Morris, why hasn't
He's
Tom
96
Lehrer been
years
on
old.
this show?
Jeff?
Why hasn't anyone? Well, I don't
Oh,
think
because we
anyone
haven't
asked-
invited him. And because he
Right.
doesn't do this stuff anymore. Yeah, he doesn't do
doesn't?
this stuff anymore. He's 95. Give him a break. Okay, it is time for Brad to beg for money.
Oh, God.
For money, hey, we need your money. We don't charge a cover or a 2-drink minimum, so what did you expect, Jack?
Go to virtualcomedyshow.com this week and we'll give you money. I think you deserve it. Everybody out there. No, I'm just kidding. Go to virtualcomedyshow.com, click the yellow button, donate to the comedians, and we'll get Renard a phone or something some way to download, or we'll get him to take off the gummies. I think he ate 8 gummies. He and that dog that Patty mentioned ate 8 gummies. There was a cat or dog.
Dog.
Dog. Okay.
Dog.
I don't listen to this. Why would I listen to this? That's crazy. So And so go to virtualcomedyshow.com and donate to the show. A lot of you do every week, and we love you. And now we want more. Last week, over almost 2,000 people watched this show, and 400 of them watched every second of it. And did they donate? No. What the hell's wrong with those people? 400 people. 400 people could have given $1. They didn't do it. $2. So go to Virtual Comedy Show, donate to the show, and we'll try to have a comedian show up. It'll be fantastic.
Wouldn't that be something?
By the way, while we were doing this, I texted Joe Marlotti, who was out to dinner with his family, and he felt doing the show on his phone at the table would probably not be good. And his wife. So, and I said, well, you're not a team player, are you, pal?
Well, it's nice to see we have one comedian with common sense.
That's right. He said not to. And Jeff Shaw didn't even get back with me. I think he's on a ship. So, okay, let's do the worst joke of the week.
And who is doing the worst joke of the week?
Me.
Okay, here we go.
I'll still be here, so it won't matter.
Worst joke. Worst joke. Ooh, that was the worst joke ever.
Yeah, Carla was going to do it, but then she got scruples. Something about integrity came on.
How dare you?
It's a board game.
Dare you? What is scruples? I know Boulder Dash is a board game. Okay,
Hey, just tell the joke.
well, we made the show long anyway, so that's good.
No, it just felt long. We're actually under time.
It just felt like forever. So okay, here we go. The worst joke of the week. A 62-year-old man is recovering successfully from the first pig kidney transplant. Doctors modified the genetic code of the kidney to mirror a human kidney and tweaked it just enough that his dog won't scream bacon and bite him in the side.
Good night, everybody.
Hey, that was the virtual comedy show. We learned a lot of stuff we didn't need to know, like French fries come from Idaho, not France. That's what you get when you watch this show. Fascinating, isn't it? We have a lot of fun at the virtual comedy show. It's better than sitting home playing with your toes or going to the dump to watch stuff decompose. Keep coming back to the virtual comedy show. We hope you enjoyed the virtual comedy show. You don't have to dress up, no, 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 no. You can be like Brad and go commando. Every Monday it's the virtual comedy show. See you Monday at the virtual comedy show. It's at www.virtualcomedy.com.